What up, though? It's your boy Low Gross, also known as Big Papa Skeet Gro. And I got some more content for y'all, man. Told y'all I'm heavy on this wine stuff, man. So again, I signed up with California Wine Clubs, man, and they sending me 2 wines every month or every other month, right? So I told y'all what the other one was, man. It was pretty good. That one. This one is a Il Fiore, okay? It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all sign up for California Wine Club for that one. As you can see, I'm already running through this bottle as well too. I drink wine, man, only on the weekends though. Only on the weekends. It's got a smooth taste, smooth finish, man. So as I mentioned, man, with this, like this content, I want to share some of my authentic stories from working in corporate America, right? So last time I told y'all about just how I was working one of the events, and that one was pretty cool, man, because like I said, it just allowed for me to shine through, and it made me think of like another incident, man. So a lot of y'all that know me, man, y'all know I'm a big Project Pat fan, man. It's probably one of my favorite rappers, and it's just because it's just kind of the authenticity, right? So I know a lot of times when I'm at work, you know, people will talk about, oh, did you hear this album or did you hear that album? Very rarely is it hip hop, or even if it is hip hop, it's not like the underground, like hardcore, like gangster rap, right? So I pretty much keep my musical preferences to myself and all that. I remember one time I was working another event when I was in the oil and gas industry, right? I was working in marketing, but it was more so like a sales support role. Like I was in that field marketing. So it was the gray area between marketing and like sales and all that, right? So I'm talking with the sales guys. They like to kick it afterwards, right? Like after the event, and we having drinks, and the one guy's like, "Yeah, so what do you listen to?" I was like, "Man, you probably ain't, you ain't into what I'm into." He's like, "No." And if y'all noticing the theme, people are always like, "Well, try me, like, see if I might know it." And I'm like, "All right." Well, I like Project Pat. Now, mind you, this is a white guy from like East Texas, and this guy looks at me and says, "Project Pat," and I'm thinking I'm about to have to like explain to him who Project Pat is. He bursts out to gun on my hip, pocket full of grip, blunt to my lip, like, and just started just going on. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, all right, should I jump in or not? And then, but like my instinct took over and I'm like, watching for the pigs, splitting haters' wigs. And then like we vibed out over that. We got more drinks and we just got to kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Sharing old stories, high school stories, college, all of that. Just talk about life. And then afterwards, he was like, man, I didn't have Mr. Don't Play, that CD since college, and I lost it. And I was like, I got it. I was like, I could burn it for you. This back on CDs, you know, show you how old I am. I was like, I could burn it for you. He's like, man, give me a copy of that, like when you get a chance. So we back in the office and everything. I put it on a flash drive for him, like all the files. I just loaded it on there, handed it to him. And he's like, man, I appreciate that. Then he put in a good word for me with the marketing director, and then that ended up, you know what I'm saying, kind of elevating me up for the rest of my time there. You feel me? But it's just another case of like when you being authentic. Hold on a second. California Wine Clubs. Oh, that's good, man. Woo. It's a little strong. But another case of being authentic, like going right. You know what I'm saying? Like and just embracing like who I am, and no matter what environment that I'm in, right? So I just recommend for all of y'all out there, man, to do the same, man. Don't be afraid to be your authentic self, man. That's what on these series, the Corporate Chronicles, that's the highlight. The sub theme is be your authentic self, no matter what room you find yourself in. Okay? All right. So y'all know what it is, man. Like I said. Also, make sure you go sign up for California Wine Club, man. Get you some good wines. I mentioned it before. I always get reds because I like red, but you can get 2 reds, you can get 2 whites, or you can get you a red and a white. Okay, and again, this is Il Fiore, what we're drinking on now. It's got a bit of a strong taste to it, man, but I like it, man. It's a smooth finish. It's still smooth. And then as we get deeper into this, we might have to get into the pairings and all that too, man. But make sure you sign up for California Wine Club. The link will be in the description, man. Also, make sure y'all tune in to Inaudible Ruckus. The podcast just everywhere where podcasts are available, man. We drop every week. The Inaudiverse, we got like 4 or 5 shows dropping every week. So y'all make sure y'all catch all of those when we drop them, man. And make sure you go to inaudibleruckus.com/shop to copy you some merch. It's Inaudible Ruckus. Motherfucker.